Peace, peace. Appreciate you guys coming through. Jellybean Killer here, and I just wanted to tell you guys, give you guys a short little guide on how to beat the Armored Bearger. I'm not gonna lie, he was a little bit hard to try to figure out his animations because his animations are very random. And you see here, I can actually stun him, which is something you can only do if you have a Shadow Reaper. You have to have a planner weapon and planner armor in order to actually be able to fight these creatures. Now you can fight with regular armor, but you will take a lot of damage from these armored creatures. The Armored Bearger and the Armored Deerclaws both do crazy amounts of damage if you don't wear something that can do good against planar damage. So bare minimum, if you really want to be able to do decent damage and sustain in this fight with armor, you're gonna need the Void Cowl, and you will also need the Shadow Reaper to do decent damage. Now if you don't know how to get the Void armor, you can look up my quick and easy Void armor guide, which is on this video. Super easy guide, only like 3 minutes long. It'll show you how to get the entire Void armor kit. You can get the chest piece, you can get the headpiece, and as you see right here, he even does a sprint into a sit, and he does it like 3 times in a row, back to back to back to back, and then after that you can wail him a little bit. But right here, this was my first time beating him, so as you guys see, I was trying to be very careful. He was really mixing me up, but what he usually starts off with is a swing, just like that, and on his second swing you can go behind him. But as you can see right here, he's not doing that. For whatever reason, he's going into a frenzy where he just chases me 3 times in a row. I peeped that it was 3 times in a row, so I waited for it to wear out, and then after that I go in for a hit. As you can see, the hitbox is even very like wonky, because one time I felt like he hit me pretty close. The second time I seemed like I was close enough to get hit and I didn't get hit, and then this time right here I felt like I was far enough to dodge it, and then he's hitting me. So it's best right here when he does this to run in a straight line. Now I noticed that he only does start to do this when you get him close to about half HP. That's when he usually starts doing this kind of frenzy and switching up his attacks and making it very, very hard to guess what he's doing. Notice I have a Magiluminescence and a Walking Cane in order to have enough speed to dodge this. If I drop my Walking Cane, I always got hit. Just the Magiluminescence alone or just the Walking Cane alone would not be enough speed. You might be able to match one of those with the road in order to dodge it. I didn't even test with the road, but I imagine if you do at least one of these, the Magiluminescence or the Walking Cane, and at least have a road, you'll be fast enough. But you cannot just do one with no road or the other with no road, or just one of each of these by itself. It's not enough speed to dodge his hits when he goes into that frenzy. But as you can see, the tricky thing about him is when he hits, you have to run behind him. You can't just kite out and dodge and then go in for hits. Now you can do this, however, you will only be able to sneak in about 1 to 2 hits. The best thing I found to do is just dodge into him, run behind him, and then get a couple hits in like that. You can usually do 2 to 3 hits. You can sneak in 3 hits, you just gotta be very quick with it. And then the second time you sneak behind him, he'll usually try to sit on you. So you would swipe and dodge. You can switch hits right here, 1, 2, or you can swipe and dodge 2 times in a row, and the second time you dodge, he'll look behind him and he'll try to sit on you. But like I said, once he passes a certain threshold of health, he will then go into this frenzy state where he's chasing you like 3 times in a row. So you want to make sure you have speed. Remember, if you don't have the Void armor, it will hurt when you get hit. So if you're doing this fight with a football helm, I suggest you really don't get hit, because he can really one-shot you. See right here, how he looked behind him? That's how you know when he's going to do his sit-down attack. He's going to do a quick look behind him, and that's like your indicator to move out of the way. And like I said, I believe he's doing this frenzy 3 times in a row like this because he's past a certain threshold of health. I want to guess maybe it's around like half HP, and then he starts doing this attack. But as you can see right here, I didn't have the Walking Cane out. I started getting hit. I switched to Walking Cane. The only reason I do have a much cleaner fight where I beat him very cleanly, but I wanted to show you guys the mistakes that can happen in this fight and how often you can get tagged if you do not know the animations. The only reason I got away with that is because I had the Void Cowl on, and as you can see, the Void Cowl is at 4%. Now if I do get hit again here, it would go to 0% and it wouldn't break. You would just have to repair it with the Void repair kit, which all comes in the void armor guide that I have in the video. Remember, if you don't know how to get this armor, I got a 3-minute video on the channel. All you gotta do is go to my channel, click on it, and it'll show you how to get all the pieces for this. But you need this, or you need the lunar armor, which I'm going to come out with a video soon on a guide how to get that. If you don't know how to get that, let me know in the comments and I'll come out with that guide. But yeah, that and the Shadow Reaper. The Shadow Reaper is basically like a better dark sword for the lunar creatures, the lunar line bosses like this, and the deer clops that can transform, and the Varg can also transform as well. And when I tell you, the lunar transformations of these creatures are super scary, because like I said, they do planar damage, so they do a lot of damage. They're super tanky. They have way more health when they transform. Bearger goes from like 6,000 to 8,000. Deer clops goes from 4,000 health to 6,000 health, so they basically get 2,000 health added. I'm not sure about the Varg, I just know he is a lot tankier, and he has a fire attack as well that is very hard to dodge if you don't have speed. And like I said, with each one of these creatures, you have to have a lot of speed and the armor. But right here, as you can see, we kill him, and to be honest, the only thing you're really killing him for is so that you can help him get a little bit of experimentation for the lore. As you see, Wagstaff pops up here and he starts talking to you about, you know, killing him, and you get a little bit of brilliance, which is really good for the lunar armor. But other than that, you only get like 2 brilliance, which is kind of crazy to me. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming through to this video. Peace out.